Hey everybody, it is Friday, and that also means it's blind day. And Trenton, I think you put me into quite a trick bag here, my friend.
Why? Trick bag?
I see like 47 glasses up here on the bar top.
It's only 12.
That's a lot.
There's 6 glasses for 6 Wellers. We're blinding all the Wellers today.
I noticed, yes.
Yeah.
And that was your idea, but that's a lot, man. 6,
well,
that's a lot.
The reason, usually I had this on the back burner for a couple months from now, but Jay was kind enough to lend us his CYPB, which we have never been able to get around here.
That's the first time I've laid my eyes on a bottle.
Yeah.
Physically.
Would you want to touch it?
You know, I did before.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Did you see me over here?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Oh, is that what that sound was?
That's what it was.
And
exactly.
I figured we're going to see him tomorrow, and I wanted to give this back to him because he was so kind enough to
thank you, Jay.
to let us use it for a show.
Appreciate it.
I figured we would kind of bump this up, and also kind of good timing because this just won the blind of the live stream.
Yeah, it was
very surprising result.
For me, it was Trenton. I mean, I always liked it, but of course, I don't pull the Wellers that I have off the shelf all the time because I don't want to drink them fast. It'd been a while, but that thing rose to the occasion big time.
Well, we have a lot to cover in this, so we'll try and get started quick.
Get it going.
I broke off the cork of this single barrel here as I was pulling it off. And there isn't much left in here, but not because I love it, because I tasted it and I was like, eh. And I brought it to
a lot, though.
I brought it to a bottle share with some friends, and people were thrilled and took a crack at it. So
this is gonna be very interesting because, as you know, Trent, we got a little cheaper ones here in the Weller lineup. We've got the single barrel that both of us were like, do we like it or not? I'm not really sure. A couple of them we think we really like, and I've never had the CYPB.
Well, and most of these are in the 90s. This is obviously 107. This is 114, but this I believe is 90.
Okay.
The Weller 12 is also 90.
Yeah.
The CYPB is 95.
Okay.
And the single barrel is 97.
I like it.
So we got a low 90. We got a low proof kind of thing this time. We're going to move this off here to kind of simplify the... Oh, I'll probably end up knocking one off and breaking some.
I'm
just
sure
my
I
luck. And you messed up the glasses, so we're doing it in a different direction.
I got A on the left. A on the left.
Okay.
I got to keep telling myself that.
All right.
See what we have.
I mean, none of these are going to smell bad.
No.
Not even close.
No, I don't think so. Oh, you know what that is? That's a Weller.
It might be.
First time I think of
You said that, and I was like, oh, because I just had a Subway, a sandwich, and that it just kicked up a little bit, and I was taking a sniff, so I thought I might have drifted downwind towards you. But it smells good.
There's a beautiful honey note in there.
It's like kind of appley too.
A little bit of appley, sure, and go with that. It's sweet.
Sending it.
Great stuff.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Ooh, it's wonderful.
I'll probably just put Delish for most of these. And then there's going to be something. For this one, I get a little bit more of a oaky.
Really? No.
Okay. I don't know. This is my first sip of the day.
Mine too.
So this could be like an oakiness. It tastes a little like a burnt honey kind of. So I don't know if that's the oak with the honey note that you were talking about, or if it's just a little bit higher in the proof, or it could be my first sip.
Yeah, a little bit of brown sugar there, a little bit of honey, and a little bit of oak.
I put Delish, and I'm going to write down yummy because...
You know what? This is not going to be good for me. Can you...
You need a water.
I do.
Yeah, sure.
It's just, I apologize. That's one thing I did not get ready. Sorry about that. If I have this many up here, I'm going to have something. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that, folks.
Uncut.
As you can see, we're very professional here.
This is an uncut, unfiltered episode. They all are, usually.
That's the way we do it. All right, you moving on to B?
Yep.
All right.
It kind of smells the same. No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think so. There's a little bit more cherry to it, I think. I'm not sure.
A little vanilla, a little cherry. I don't know if it's starting to kind of sound like a 107, but...
Yeah, we're going to talk ourselves into it. I don't know.
No.
It smells good.
Oh, my God. That's got a nice butterscotchiness to it.
Yeah.
A little cherry, too, but mostly butterscotch.
The cherry kind of faded. I was just going to say that. It faded a touch. And that butterscotch note came up really nicely, too.
Wow.
Well, this is going to be tough.
They're all... This one is definitely a little bit less thick. Or it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more thin.
Okay.
And not in a bad way, just different.
Right.
So that makes me think that this might be a little bit hard proof.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sipped a little higher. I'm going to say that, but that was my first sip too. So I always hate to say that on that first sip. Seemed like it. See.
Let's see. You can get it. Get it. Yeah.
Okay.
What you getting there?
A lot of these are so similar so far to me. But I'm almost getting like a maple note out of it.
Yeah. That was a little bit more little
Subdued.
Little dank basement, little bitteriness. Kind of tastes like the stairs down to a basement.
Tiny bit of brown
stairs.
sugar, not much, not a whole lot of sweetness there for me. More of the old library book dank basement type thing, and a little almost. I still get that little bit of maple out of the nose though.
Yeah.
I like the aromas a little bit more than I like the sip.
It's just kind of, it falls a little bit flat. It's a little, I can see what you mean with the maple. Like
There's a little bit of maple I found on that second sip on the palate. A little bit.
Kind of tastes
still
like
though.
For me, this kind of tastes like a 2x4.
Pretty oaky.
Yeah. I'm just going to write down 2x4.
All right,
not like a cedar 2x4 anyway, either. Just like one of those.
Just a construction grade 2x4, baby.
Yeah.
Right? There you go.
Now, this smells really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this fella, but a little bit more like, I get a little bit more of that sweetness, like a mapley sweetness on this one. Whereas this is a little bit subdued, like you said. It's kind of a little bit more in your face.
Yeah.
Still, though, a little bit of 2x4 in there.
Really?
Yeah. Like a Shishugi Bond 2x4. It's a little burnt smelling.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nice. Wow.
Shellac.
Look at you go.
Okay. That's got a nice flavor, though.
Yeah, it's different. It's just different. It's almost got a little bit of a chocolate note with a little coffee note, just a tiny, tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. And then a little bit of a, I'm trying to figure out the sweetness. I don't know if it's just caramel.
Whatever it is, I like it a lot. It's almost vaguely cotton candy-ish.
Yeah, on the back end, which you're on the back end of the palate.
Yeah, that's like a nice sugary.
You're getting that little sugary kick.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's true. That is very well balanced because front of the palate you get more of those, a little bit of earthy flavors there, and a little bit of, but on that back end is nice tinge of sweetness. Just the way you like it, Hank.
You want to try some of these, Mom?
I think I'm good.
You like the color orange? You want to try the single barrel with orange?
Orange and yellow.
Has some hints of orange in it
I
too.
love yellow too.
Oh, all right. Remember when I sent you those flowers and had all the nice orange ones in them?
Oh, it's so sweet.
That was 20 years ago.
Well, I remember that. I do remember that.
20? Really? Oh.
And I picked those because I knew you liked the color.
I did.
I know. Sorry. Back on track.
Okay, well. I don't know if it's because I was just talking about oranges. But I'm getting a little bit of orange. It's pretty thin, whatever this is. It's pretty thin. There's not a whole lot of development going on in the flavor department. It's kind of a one-noter, a little bit orangey. That's kind of orangey sweetness. What you got there, champ?
There's struggling a bit, I have to admit.
It's not very apparent. It's hard to describe because it's not flavorless, but there's also not the flavors you would usually get either.
It's different because it develops in the finish. I think the finish
You think so?
is better than what's in up front of the palate and the back of the palate. Going into the finish, that orangey and a little bit of a sugary sweetness of some sort, maybe like a caramel note going on there. But
If it is a little orangey. If I had to describe it, take like an orange and then zest it into like a little pile and then light the pile on fire a little bit. That's kind of what it is. It's a little burnt, a little orange.
Yep.
And then like
I kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, now is it going to compare to the couple that I put pretty good scores on? No, but it's got a little bit of, it holds your attention, I guess, for me.
Interesting. Okay. I think we might have a different lineup here. But that's okay.
Well, we got 6. You can expect us to get them all the same.
I don't know, man. We did pretty good in the blind there.
That's beautiful.
It smells like a Hot Pocket, dude.
Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket. I don't eat Hot Pockets, so I have no idea what you're
Do
talking
they even
about.
make those still?
Oh yeah.
This is really good though.
Not like the pepperoni pizza one, like the breakfast ones with like the egg and stuff in it. It's a little mapley.
Really?
It's like a little toasty.
Really?
It's kind of something I'd eat for breakfast.
Yeah, I like this one. A lot of sweetness there, a little bit of maple. I like it.
It's like if you
The aromas feel got some depth to it.
I'm on this big what are they, the little like a sausage, and then they wrap it in that pancake. It's like a corn dog, but not a corn dog. I've just been dipping that in some syrup in the morning. Kind of tastes like that.
No thanks.
What, dude?
No.
So good. Put that in the air fryer, get it nice and crispy. That's a breakfast of champions.
You like both of those things.
I don't like dipping them in syrup though. That just sausage dipped in syrup.
It's
You
a
like
pancake.
bacon in syrup, no?
No way.
What?
It's a pancake though. You're dipping in syrup, not the sausage. The
True.
sausage is inside.
Yeah, it's like you do a little. It's like you take a bite of the pancake with the syrup, and then you send the sausage in with it. You know. That's so good. I don't know what you're talking about.
He would like it.
I'd probably eat it if that's all I had, but I'd prefer not to.
Shame.
Kind of the aromas match the palate. I don't really find the depth that I was looking for. A little mapley and brown sugar.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the harsher side in terms of compared to the other ones. This one is a little sweet up front, and then it kind of just falls off
I have to agree
there towards the end, and then it leaves a little bit of a bitterness. I like the viscosity. I would imagine this is kind of a higher proof than some of the rest, but
okay. All right. Well, what's your lowest score? First one you're going to take out.
Mine was either C, which I described as a 2x4, or E, which I was also not a big fan of.
Well, that's where I think we went a little bit different on E, but for me personally, C was my no doubter that it has to come out first. So that's my first one. First one out.
Yeah, I'm with you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
My next one would be
Okay.
C, personally.
Oh, E.
Wait, no, E, yeah, sorry.
E?
Yep.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I had E and F as my lowest scores other than C. So let me check that real quick. Yeah, I already know. I'm good with that, Trent, because I kind of like this one over here too. Let me just one more trip.
I'll refrain from my comment until you make your decision, but
I'm good with that, baby. Yeah, I'm fine.
the only other thing okay, on my little legal pad here, I have C, E, and F as last question mark. My legend is very weird over here. The only thing that kind of pushed F over C and E for me was the viscosity, which I imagine comes with a proof.
Sure.
And it drinks a little bit higher.
Yeah,
than the others.
I had, as you can see clearly, I'm very easy to figure out. So
wow.
as you can see clearly, F is also.
Yeah.
I put these two at the same score, but just slightly above C.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's honestly not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. There's some here that are really shining through quite nicely.
Yeah. Now
this is tough because I didn't write down a number for any of these
So
three.
F for both of you.
Yeah,
for
we are.
fourth?
Yep.
Yep. Now, I'm going to retaste it a little bit, but according to my notes here, Trenton, on my first time through, I preferred these two over D.
Okay. So
So
I'm going to go through all
I'm
three.
retaste D really quickly and see if anything's changed.
I didn't have an. I'm
Oi.
sure.
Sorry, buddy. Check smell.
Would you say oi?
I said, boy.
Oh.
Smell. That's
like wood for double oak.
That's just like, that is.
The heck is that?
Yeah.
Did you put wood for double oak in this lineup? You did? I knew it.
I mean, it's huge butterscotch and syrup and pancakes. And is this, we're talking about pancakes and sausage?
I like the upfront palate more because it's sweet, and then it just like,
I know,
like poofs into thin air. It's like a little ghosty.
Boy, the aromas coming out of there are fantastic.
I know.
Though.
But on B too, I mean, give that a nosing. What does Barter Horde say for Robert? Nosing, smelling.
Yeah, give that a smell.
Give it a nose. Give it a
nose. Would be
the
proper English on that, I think.
I failed.
I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy.
Several times.
I'm not the guy to ask though. So. Yeah, that's that cherry-ish. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I failed English several times, so I'm not really into the.
You did?
No, I did really good.
Uh-oh. I did not know this.
I used to hide my report card a lot. Remember that ottoman we used to set on to play video games in the basement?
What?
Remember that ottoman we used to play video games on in the basement in front of the TV? Yeah. Oh, there was a tear under there. I put them all in there.
But eventually she had to sign it.
Right? No.
You did?
No. Oh no. Lots being uncovered here.
So there's hope for everybody. All the parents out there that have kids struggling in high school,
right?
There's still hope.
Right? All right, buddy.
All right, well, I don't know about you. My next out would be D.
Yep, I'm with you on that. 100%.
Well, you copy it.
No, I was going to write it down.
I know, I see your nuts. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
The flavor, if the flavor kept up throughout the entire
I liked
sip,
it. I loved it up
that'd
front.
be it.
Yeah, and the aromas are beautiful too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Got the. I'm writing down the.
So now we're at A and B.
All right. This is nerve wracking. Now.
Well, you're the one who wanted to do all this.
Oh, I know. Yeah. What am I for? A.
Nice.
I'm struggling with A little bit on this next go around.
Are you?
Well, comparatively, because I see why I picked it over these, but I'm getting something in it that I'm just not entirely sure about. Yeah.
Or B?
A. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
A. Well, I'll talk about that in a second.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I'm good.
Well, A for me kind of tastes like a rock. It's got like a little bit of a minerality to it. Try it again. See if you can. Not to sway your decision.
I know.
But there's a little bit of a minerality to it that I'm not really digging. And it's pretty upfront. It's like a minerality and then an oak. But on first taste, I said it was delish and yummy.
Yeah.
And it still is, but it's just there's something about it now that's just a little compared to the rest.
Well.
Yeah. Well, do you want to pull out your next one?
Next one, second place for me is going to be B. First place is going to be A. That's me.
We are the opposite.
I figured we might be after your minerality talk.
So my second is A. My first is B.
All right.
So well, not too terribly off. I'm surprised we made it till that round for something different.
I am too a little bit, but I mean, you saw my notes here. I can't read your notes without my glasses on. Couldn't read it if I tried.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
So that's why I put mine huge here so I can see it. But it is what it is. All right, babe. You're the only one that knows what in particular is in these glasses. So we chose in my notes C as in last place, as in sixth place. What is C?
6 is the 12-year.
Okay, well, okay. Truth be known, and I've said it. Oh my God, I gotta take care of you. Even now, I have to take care of you.
What are you talking about?
Truth be known, if you folks have watched the channel for any length of time, I've said before, and it proved out in this blind as well. Weller 12 is my least favorite of the Weller lineup, and some folks love it, and that's great, We can't all be the same. All of our palates are different, but it's just not something that I tend to like. I'm
gonna be honest. I'm a little surprised that it was last place, but I also haven't been singing high praises of Weller 12 recently either. So.
Yeah, but the single barrel is the other one that you probably thought the single barrel was going to be last place, didn't you? More than likely.
I wasn't hoping that it was last place.
No, but you probably thought that, I'm assuming. It hasn't really done very well.
Yeah, I honestly would have thought it was Weller Special Reserve would have been last place.
Oh, no, not me.
Really?
No. Huh. All right, babe. So after that, then in fifth place, I have E. Is that correct? E?
Yes, E is fifth for both of you.
Yep.
And E is Special Reserve.
Well, there you go, Trenton.
Well, right. if you end up missing a Weller 12 at a store and you're offered a Special Reserve, that's a good way to go. Don't feel too bad.
12 just doesn't hit me in the right spot. I don't know why. I'm still surprised I haven't seen the single barrel yet. So, all right, babe. 4 is F in my paperwork.
Correct.
Okay.
F is the single barrel.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there it is. There it crops up. All right, now, if I would have guessed the lineup, I would have put this here, and that here. That what I would have guessed. I would have assumed the CYPB, because I've never tasted it, was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I would just switch this up a little bit. But it doesn't surprise me that those three are on the bottom tier, for me personally.
Well, okay, and just a little fact here for you. And this could be false. I heard it through the grapevine through some folks that may have better sources than I. I've heard that the Weller Single Barrel is really just Weller Special Reserve at a higher proof.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
5 proof difference.
So there you go.
In a single barrel instead of a bash.
They're sitting right next to each other.
So interesting,
Okay.
interesting.
It is. All right, honey. In my paperwork, I've got D as in third place. Is that right?
Third place is D
All right.
for both of you.
All right.
And that's the Antique 107.
Huh.
Wow. Wait, that's D?
That's surprising.
Interesting.
Well, I got to sip D now.
Yeah, so do I, honestly.
That one kind of snuck past me a little bit.
You know what's funny?
What's that, buddy?
I put that C was Weller 12.
Yes.
I have that. My note is a 2x4. Given the age, it makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah. It's funny how the brain works, because once she said that D was 107, you taste it. There it is.
There it is. Yep.
There it is. Without a doubt, there's your vanilla cherry, beautiful thing going on there.
Well, I mean, last two we got CYPB.
Yeah.
We got Weller Full Proof.
Yes, we do.
Blue and white, go Colts, and whatever other sports team. I don't watch sports, so I couldn't tell you. Are the Colts blue and white?
They are. They are.
Point for me.
I'm proud of you. I am proud of you for that.
Wow. Okay.
So I guess, honey, you just give them to us however you want to give them to us.
Well.
All right.
Go with Kurt's here.
Since it's Friday.
Yes.
And it's Trent's birthday.
No, it's not.
It is. It's the big 2-7 today, so everybody wish Trent a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Why'd you have to do that?
I was holding off, but happy birthday, sir.
You should know better.
We'll go with Trenton's lineup.
I knew better. That's why I didn't say. Your mom.
Appreciate it.
She just doesn't. Yeah. It is Trenton's birthday today, though, so.
We'll go with Trenton's lineup. So his second place was A.
And that's my first place. All right.
Was the Full Proof.
All right. All right.
Trenton's first is the CYPB.
Well, there you go. Hand them on over, son.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Awesome.
What? CYPB for me was first?
Yes.
Yeah. That was your first. Now.
Interesting.
It doesn't surprise me that the Full Proof was ahead because I really love this one. I love the full proof. I always have. Again, I've never tasted the CYPB, so I had no idea. This kind of doesn't surprise me a lot because I've always loved the full proof. I do love the 107 as well, but boy, this one, for the first go around for me, did pretty well.
Well, and two, since we haven't seen this around here, I was like, oh, I'm not missing anything. The single barrel's all hyped up. This commands more of a secondary price than the CYPB, and this is just not worth it at all. I was like, who needs a CYPB? It's probably not that good.
It's pretty good.
Apparently, it's pretty good. So
it's pretty good.
Interesting blind.
Yeah, very, very interesting, and I'm glad we did it. It's been a long time since we've sipped a bunch of Weller stuff. Yeah. That's for sure.
Well, and two, since next Friday, since I did this one, you got to come up with a blind.
Don't worry.
Next Friday.
I'm good.
Okay.
I already know what it is. Next Friday's going to be a rye blind.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and there's going to be some secrecy going on here, and I think I have 2 bottles Trenton has never tried before. We're going to see how they fare. I'm going to put
ryes that I haven't.
Correct. We'll see. I could be wrong on one of them. One of them I know for sure. One of them I'm not quite sure.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
It's going to be fun. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. Excuse me. What's that?
I really wanted to make a comment about right when that happened. I was like, all right, I got to figure out how to point out that voice crack in the edit.
You know what it is? I've been drywall sanding today, so I've eaten my share of drywall dust today.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. That's all we got for you today. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, and see you next time. Right down here with Trent and I in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.